back, everyone, to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and being safe out there. Now today I want to get right down to it. I installed a double helix X pipe from Corsa and it sounds really good and it's clean and there's no drone in the cabin whatsoever. The only thing is I lost a lot of the low end bass that comes in the stock exhaust, plus it doesn't sound 100% like the GT350R. I have figured out a way to make the GT350 sound identical to the 350R. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm doing today, but first we're going to go for a drive and hear the GT350 one last time with the Corsa X pipe. Now let me show you guys exactly what we're doing, and I'm going to show you how you can make your 350 sound like the R.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the stock exhaust on the GT350. Now the 350R is pretty much identical except the resonators. Well, that's sort of true. The real difference here is the fact there's so much bottlenecking going on with the GT350 and it's not on the 350R. And I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. You've got 2.5 on the inlet, 2 3/4 for the X pipe, then it shrinks back down to 2.5, then back up to 2 3/4 again for the resonators, then it's back down to 2.5 here, then it's back up to 2 3/4 right here where it flares up. There's too much change in size, and the 350R is completely different. It's not just the resonators. The 350R goes from this 2.5 connector, which is between the 2 3/4 pipe and the 2 3/4 resonator. So the 350R connects in the exact same spot the resonator is connecting right here. The real difference is, instead of having all this weird bottlenecking stuff that's going on over here, I don't know what they're thinking, but it's going from 2 3/4 to 2.5 and then back up to 2 3/4. There's all kinds of size adjustment here. Well, the 350R just goes directly from here, 2 3/4, all the way back to here where the flare out is, and it's straight 2 3/4. And that's what makes the sound of the GT350R.
So that's the real big difference, guys. May seem kind of shocking, but it really is the difference in the GT350 and GT350R. There's a lot of people that are wanting to do a resonator delete, and of course they like the Corsa and how it sounds, or they delete it with straight pipe and they like how it sounds, but it just doesn't sound like a GT350R. And that's because you're replacing 2 3/4 pipe and 2.5 pipe with 3-inch pipe. And that's not how you're supposed to do this. You want it to be identical to the R. And in order to do that, you got to replace all the piping with 2 3/4 all the way back. So that's what we're going to do. One last drive to show you guys exactly how it sounds and for a direct comparison to the stock exhaust with a 2 3/4 resonator delete. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. It's going to take me a couple hours to cut this pipe out and weld it. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Then I'm going to install it on the car, go for another ride, and compare the sounds directly. And we'll see which one you guys like better, and of course, which one I like better. So let's get out of here.
guys, I got the exhaust all set up. Let me show you guys what I did. Most of the 2.5 pipe right here has been removed. The 2 3/4 slides over just so it has something to rest on, and then it was welded directly to the X pipe. The 2 3/4 comes back here, and it's flared over the factory pipe just enough so I can slide it over, but the exhaust was cut right where the bump was, where it transitions from 2.5 to 2 3/4. So now it's straight 2 3/4 all the way back, just like the GT350R. Not only that, the straps were broke here on the heat shield, and it was bent back right here. So I was able to get it to bend back so it didn't break. After everything was welded, I straightened it back out and used hose clamps. And yes, hose clamps will do the exact same job as the exhaust straps, except they look different. Now, if you guys are wondering what this exhaust hanger is for, it's really hard to do this kind of a job off the car without making the exhaust go completely out of alignment. And the reason I say that is because if you take both resonators out, the X pipe and the exhaust pipes are separate. So the only way to remedy this is to put a weld-on hanger here, which keeps them together, and then you do one side at a time. So if you figure, by removing this resonator, the X pipe is connected to this side, which is welded to that side. This way you can do one side at a time and not throw your alignment out. That's why the hanger is there in the exhaust. But other than that, everything looks identical to the GT350R. So now it's time to install it and see exactly how this sounds. I'm telling you, I think this is gonna be it. This is gonna be money for the GT350, but let's find out. So there you go, guys. There is a quick peek at the top of the exhaust. You can see that I have strapped in the resonators right there. So this way everything is just like factory. I don't have to worry about getting any excessive heat on the drive shaft, which is really the key here, which is why I put that back on. Here we go, side by side. We have the GT350/R setup right beside the Corsa, and you guys can see that the double helix, really what it's doing is canceling out noise frequencies. And that's all well and good, but it does alter the sound. And so my stock exhaust should sound identical to the GT350R, considering I deleted the resonators the appropriate way, which is with 2 3/4 pipe, not 2.5 and not 3. It's identical to the catback. So that's just to show you guys exactly how they look side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed right now, but first I'm gonna weigh them to see what the difference is. I did weigh the factory pipe with the resonators, and it weighed 23.5 or 23 3/4 pounds. It was almost 24 pounds. Let's see if it's lighter without the resonators. Okay, here is the Corsa pipe first. Putting it right on there. You guys can see it is 20 pounds exactly. Okay, now it's time to weigh the factory pipe. All right, got the factory pipe there. And it's the same weight, which means we're not really saving any weight with the Corsa because the resonators are deleted. Anybody who's thinking that you're gonna save weight with the Corsa versus the factory pipe, you're not. With the resonators deleted, they weigh the same.
ahead and put your comments below, guys, and let me know what you think. Corsa or the Resonator Delete? Corsa make great stuff, but the Resonator Delete, in my opinion, is a lot better. And also, guys, don't forget the GT350 merchandise below this video, brand new in the store to support the channel. And not only that, the join button is below this video. It truly does help the channel. Exclusive membership perks. Check them out, guys. Right there below this video. It truly helps the channel. Also, guys, my other two channels are on the screen, Circle, Triangle, Square, and my vlog channel as well. But that's going to do it, guys. Take care. Have a great night. Be safe. And I will see all of you on the next upload. Take care, guys.